Good morning, everybody. It gives me great pleasure to greet all the people of India on the eve of Independence Day. Independence Day fills us with the excitement of unfurling the tricolor, taking part in celebrations, and listening to patriotic songs. The ethos of our freedom struggle forms the foundation of modern India. Our visionary leaders brought together a diversity of worldviews to forge a common national spirit. They were committed to the cause of liberating Bharat Mata from oppressive foreign rule and securing the future of our children. Their thoughts and actions shaped the identity of India as a modern nation. Here are our children who is going to take you all to the fantasy world where you will meet our freedom fighters, and if they come back alive at present situation, you just imagine. Our children are here. They are going to present you. Watch now. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I'm Sarojini Naidu. Have been asked that what would be my contribution in the present scenario, and I'm here to answer all those questions. Apart from all the precautions which is being implemented currently, I would love to serve people who are economically struggling rather than by this ailment or madly. First of all, I will close the liquor shops in the name of social distancing. Do you know why? Just because of the opening of these liquor shops, an entire family has to shutter their life. By the next, I love serving people who are in the street corners by providing food, shelter and daily necessities, because they are the ones who struggle and suffer a lot in this pandemic. By the next, I will arrange and start lots of mental fitness and physical fitness campaigns. This because many researchers say that mental fitness and physical fitness helps us to get rid of this situation. Keeping mental fitness in mind, I would suggest and promote spirituality. Go in the path of spirituality. It's the best and easiest way to get rid of fear and frustration, which makes you ill in this pandemic situation. And at last, my implementation or my contribution would be, I make sure that I provide a qualified education to each and every student, because I've seen lakhs and lakhs of students who loves to study, but they couldn't. Education does matter. It doesn't give respect in what circumstance or what situation they study. It may be pandemic or a normal situation, but education does matter. So I will provide a qualified education at free of cost to each and every student. So these would be my implementation or contribution in the present scenario, ultimately if I'm alive. Thank you.
Welcome everybody, I am Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. This current pandemic of COVID-19 has brought the world to a great need. Controlling the spread of COVID-19 in a vast country like India is a challenging task. I think we don't have enough of cops to look after people from each and every street of a country. If I would have been alive, I would have gathered most of the youngsters with social interest to look after people from every nook and corner of the country. This may help the police department to control the gathering of crowds in many places with ease. A good change from a person can change the whole world. Life has lost its interest if there is no struggles and there are no risks to be taken. Be safe and be positive. Obey the rules and restrictions of the government and be safe. Citizens above the age of 18, please get vaccinated and obey the rules and restrictions ordered by our government. Be safe and be positive. Be brave and conquer the world. Jai Hind!
Greetings to all on the 75th Independence Day. I am Queen of Jhansi called Lakshmi Bai, fought against the British to save our motherland. My real name is Manikarnika. I had formal training in self-defense like horse riding, shooting and fencing. Do you know the object of why I came here on this auspicious day of Indian Independence Day? Well, we fought against the British and got independence. But it is enough for us to talk about that old story. We need to understand the reality, what is needed for this country and serve accordingly. It is enough if we teach about fearlessness, ignorance and courage to our girl children. Should about intelligence, energy, bravery. Life is full of problems. It is like dog. If we are afraid of them, they will chase us. But if we stand against them, they will run away. Bharat once said, "Fear not, fear not, fear not. Even the whole world come against you. Fear not, fear not, fear not." We should keep those words in our mind and should face our problems courageously. Back then in olden days, women were not allowed to get out of her house. But my parents gave me the chance to learn all martial arts. When time comes, situations change. I grasped the opportunity and proved that women are not the same as men but can do it as more than that of men. So, I request you to teach every single girl child anyone's self-defense, which will always help them. Teach them to be first in everywhere and should be the role model for others. Dear parents, before I leave you, I request you to create every single girl child of our country like Queen of Jhansi. Until I meet you all again on another auspicious day, goodbye. Vande Mataram.
I was a folk hero who was executed by the British at the age of 23 for my too dramatic violence against the British. You might wonder why I am here. The prevailing scenario have made me to come. Yes, of course. You are now a free sovereign nation. It was only brought out by non-violence. Though I believed in violence, one day non-violence brought it. It is priceless. Stepping into the 75th Independence Day, we should assume of liberty, fraternity and equality. But I assume that the Kashmir issue didn't take up these. You have been thinking about the partition instead of thinking of their welfare. But I would have definitely united Kashmir and caused even if it needed a revolt. Patriotism and revolution are not ornaments. Patriotism is something you should possess in your blood. By seeing others devoid of patriotism, I would just instill and insist them. But the revolution is to bring a thought among a large people to bring a change in which the system doesn't work. My faith is my own affair. I don't believe in taking someone else to take my idea. But if they want, they can join hands with me to create a new country in my own way. All unlike minds are always alike. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine Maria CJ of Class 10A, here to imagine myself as Sucheta Kripalni. How could Sucheta Kripalni react towards the social problems faced by our country after the independence? Let's see. I'm Sucheta Kripalni. As you all know, I was born on 25th June 1908 in Punjab. I was an Indian politician and an active freedom fighter. And I think it's time to have a leader like me to lead this country towards freedom. The freedom from corruption. The corruption in Indian society has prevailed from time to time in different forms. Corruption in India is a result of the connection between the government officials, politicians and criminals. Political corruption, tax evasion, etc. are the major forms of corruption in our country. The thirst for luxuries and comfort is a factor that brings corruption to our country. I'm ashamed to say that the bribes have increased a lot after the independence. Let's join our hands to stop corruption, to fight corruption. Thank you for taking time to listen me. Stay home, stay safe. Vande Mataram.
100% here. I am Gopesh Gandhi of class 10th. I am going to portray Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister of India. I am very happy to see all the young people gathered here to celebrate the 75th Independence Day. As we all know, India is going through the rough phase for past 2 years, COVID-19, a pandemic which turns the world upside down. This pandemic has adverse effect on all aspects. It has hidden the nation. It has very hard to see the fellow citizens situations like this. Please follow the restrictions given by the government. Wear mask. Please maintain social distance. Take your vaccine prescribed by the government. The government is working hard to break the COVID chain. It is required I request you to follow these norms. I would like to tell few words about the sustainable environment. Plastic is a very harmful thing. When we burn plastic, it will produce harmful gas like carbon monoxide. When this substance mixed with air, it produces various diseases like asthma, lung disease, etc. Cannot be disabled by bacteria in soil. Today we have freedom to follow our right to education, right to speak, and many more. Our country is one of the largest democracy in the world. India is one of the largest country in the world of doctors, engineers, and scientists. Today on the occasion, Independence Day, let's make a promise to ourselves that we will always protect our country by maintaining the brotherhood and helping others and education ourselves. Finish my independence speech by telling few words. Freedom is mine, faith is word, pride is our heart, memories is our soul. Let's struggle for our country. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Hi, I am Veeramangai Rani Virunachia. I am the first woman freedom fighter along with my cousin brothers from Sivagangai, Tamil Nadu. We have sacrificed our life and soul to get freedom for you all. But still I am seeing the situation in nation. Hence I decided to come back and save you all. I had watched you all. If I saw any cropped fellow, I will arrest him, undertake its property and give to poor people. If I hear any news against ladies, kids and women, only my knife will speak. I will never listen to justice and investigation. I will always stand behind poor people and help them for their development. I can't able to accept wrong politicians and rowdies, etc. I need India to be clean, not only for politicians and rich people, it also for poor people. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Tamil Valga, Tamil Nadu Valarga, Jai Hind.
As our children conveyed the message now, every citizen of India must remember that he is an Indian and he has every right in this country but with certain duties. Jai Hind, Bharat Mata ki Jai.
वतन मेरे वतन ऐ वतन आबाद रहे तू आबाद रहे
दिन आयो रे
तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से, तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से। पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू, पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू। है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, याद रहे तू। है वतन मेरे वतन, है वतन मेरे वतन।
Independence Day is celebrated with great zeal on 15 August every year. On this day, in the year 1947, India became independent from British colonial rule. He was called Netaji. He raised the first Indian Army INA Azad Hind Fauj in 1943 and started an armed coup and inspired thousands of Indian youths to join the struggle for independence from the British colonial rule. Mahatma Gandhi was the leader of India's non-violent independence movement against British rule and in South Africa who advocated for the civil rights of India. Born in Porbandar, India, Gandhi studied law and organized boycotts against British institutions in peaceful forms of civil disobedience. In 1858, Rani Lakshmi Bai, also known as the Rani of Jhansi, died fighting British colonial rulers near Gwalior in a place known as Kote Ki Serai. She was one of the first women freedom fighters of India who revolted against the British in 1857. Bhagat Singh was involved in two high-profile plots against British authorities in India that helped galvanize the Indian independence movement. She was known globally for her grit and determination. Sarojini Naidu went on to have a prolific political career as she was the first governor of United Provinces of Independent India from 1947 to 1949.